So, this chick popped up on YouTube about a month ago now. And it's crazy because I was sick during this time. I was sick with like a stomach bug, and I was laying on the couch feeling like crap about myself. And I came across this video on YouTube.
Okay.
And her name is Allinwithari or Ari. I swear, this video popped up on everyone's newsfeed. And as of 1 month ago, it's gotten 2.1 million views, which is unheard of for somebody just posting their first ever video.
That's crazy.
Right? So that's why everyone's been talking about this girl.
Okay.
So her first video was living in my car, homeless in California. Her first vlog. And let's watch it. Well, we'll watch some of it. We'll skim through it because it is 22 minutes long.
I'm just going to jump right into it. My name is Ariana, and I am homeless. I will be 32 this Monday, the 25th of July, and I won't be celebrating. I don't have any family or friends. I do have a full-time job, and I live in my car, and I have lived in my car for the last 7 months now. There's that.
What does she have hanging from the windows?
It's definitely
a curtain.
lonely. But I am also a very introverted person, so it's only lonely occasionally. I'm actually enjoying it because I have all this freedom and solitude, and I make my own rules.
She's a very pretty girl.
Very.
I'm not bound to a mortgage, so there's a lot of upsides to it. But I'm not going to lie, it gets difficult. I mean, this is my home. This is where I live, that's where I sleep. Yeah. I could go into my story of how I got here, but I think I'm going to save that for another video. The reason why I actually wanted to post a video was because I have been feeling pretty down lately this last month about my situation, just kind of in my own head, thinking a lot of negative thoughts, rethinking my life. And I got on YouTube and I started out searching for videos on depression because I was hoping that maybe something would just uplift my spirits a little bit. I actually came across some videos about homeless people and homelessness awareness, and one in particular called Invisible People, and that caught my attention because that is exactly how I feel. I feel invisible. And then I started listening to these people's stories and really changed your perspective. But I could relate with a lot of these people. I might not be living on the streets of LA, but I'm living in my car in Southern California and live, different cities around where I work. I have to park in different places every few nights. It's not safe. I wake up to gunshots and sirens and screaming, all sorts of crazy things at night, so I sleep pretty lightly. It's one incident where I didn't have my car locked, and it was in the middle of the night, and I was in the front seat where I'm sitting, and I was changing, and I didn't have bottoms on, and this guy opens my door, just wide open, and he saw me, and he saw that I was half naked, and he just kind of stood back, and I was scared to death. I didn't say anything. I was in total shock. I didn't move. I didn't know what he was going to do. I was terrified. Luckily, I think he was just as much in shock as I was. I don't think he was expecting somebody to be sitting in here. I think he was going to jack my car or try to. But in that moment that we were both shocked, I just reached over and grabbed my door and pulled it shut really fast, and I put it in drive, and I drove off as fast as I could. I think.
So she's believable, right?
Yeah.
So far. So, this pretty girl living in her car out in California, homeless. She's got a full-time job, but at least she has a vehicle, right?
Right.
So I think
and veneer teeth.
I think that's a reason why her video went viral. It literally went viral.
Oh, you don't believe her?
2.1 million views, her first ever video.
You don't believe her?
Oh no, I believed her wholeheartedly in the beginning.
Okay.
Up until a little later on.
Still, but I just wanted to get to a safe place. That was only the only crazy incident that I've had so far. But that was my dumbass fault. I didn't have my car door locked. But on the other hand, if I did, there could have been a chance that he just busted my window open. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise. I don't know. I'm just thankful that nothing happened.
Did she explain why she's homeless?
That morning.
I believe she says a couple different things, but she doesn't really go into detail.
Surrounding it, and they were arresting somebody. And
not until more recent videos that she's done.
If that guy tried to bust in this other car or try to, thinking that was still me, and so he may did something. I don't know. I didn't see the person getting arrested. That's just my mind thinking because it was too close. It was in the same lot just a couple hours later, and it was just a weird coincidence. So I don't know. Just very blessed, and I thank God that He was with me that night. But yeah, this is my home. I really don't carry much. What you see is
She
what
pushes
I have.
the
And maybe
religious,
that black thing right there
whole vibe
clothes
thing
folded up,
in this
I have a
video.
laundry basket in my
She's a
trunk,
Christian, I
and some
believe.
shoes. And I have my essentials. I keep all my like bathroom essentials, toilet paper. I have a shower caddy and all that, towel, everything in my gym bag. I have a cooler. I usually just put drinks and fruit, whatnot in there. And I do have this little cooker.
Now, I'm not saying that this isn't real. She really could be homeless,
Yeah.
but I think people became suspicious that it just didn't add up. What's a pretty girl like her doing homeless, right?
I just found it. I wish I would have found it months ago.
Pretty young, she's able to work,
But yeah,
So things weren't adding up, and some YouTubers went digging, apparently.
I usually go for the bean burritos at Del Taco because they're cheap and they're good.
So basically this is her making like nacho chips or something. Let's go in. Skip through.
Yeah, I'm hoping that nobody notices it's mine because I want to be left alone. It's kind of been my mentality lately. Like, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to really talk to anybody. I've just been kind of in this funk, and to be honest, for a moment I thought it had to do with me being homeless and my whole situation, but I don't know if it's that or not. I'm still trying to figure that out. But I will say that watching those videos and listening to other people's stories helped me. I feel much better now, just because they're so beautiful and inspiring, and it makes me rethink my own life, and it makes me more thankful. And sorry.
So this video went viral on YouTube.
Okay.
2.1 million, basically.
That's impressive.
It's like freaking out for a
For her
second.
first ever.
For
your first upload ever, that's very impressive. No one has seen numbers like that, people are saying, for a new YouTuber, like, for a long time. If it's very rare.
Thank goodness.
There might be only a handful of YouTubers who have gone viral
but
like
what
that.
I'm saying is that this has a smoky flavor, like a slight.
Okay, she's eating. Let's see what else she says at the end here.
And then I was on my phone for a while, and before I knew it, it was dark. So it's been kind of just a chill Friday after work. Nothing exciting. It is my first video. I wasn't intending to make it like real organized or fancy, as maybe I'll make more. I don't know. I plan to. But if you have any questions for me, please just comment down below. I would be more than happy to answer anything that you guys would like to know. Until then.
Okay.
Well, she says, how do I get to this point? Did she explain how?
What you doing, watermelons?
So that's her new thing, is calling her YouTubers watermelons.
Why?
I don't know. Something to do with a drink, a watermelon drink she had when she was recording or something, but she wanted to come up with like a nickname for her audience. So every video now she starts, "Hi watermelons," and it's like so freaking cringe. So this girl went viral.
Does she still get millions and millions of views per video?
So she's only 1 month in to YouTube.
Oh, wow.
But that first video was basically her highest ranked so far.
Insane.
Let me go back. All right, let me go back here. 5,200 dislikes on that. But
wow.
She got over 2,191,052 views. And it's been a month, basically.
That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
Sure is.
So, YouTubers, I'm assuming people had a funny feeling about it because, homeless people, truly homeless people that live in, California, they have a huge homeless population.
Gargantuous.
Yep. Living out in tents, tent city, basically. And, it's not every day you see a young, pretty woman who works a full-time job being homeless on the streets. Like, she didn't have family, friends, somebody to stay with,
Right.
Not saying it's not possible, because it definitely is. But, so people went digging around. And what they found was kind of shocking. So she quit her job as of now, like a week out. As soon as this video went viral, she quit her job.
Okay.
And she made something called a Patreon, which is like private subscriptions to like a different site, basically, for like extra content. She's charging $900 a month subscription fees.
What?
Yep. Yep. This girl right now is rolling in the dough.
And there's people.
In the YouTube dough, right? But wait, her name's not even Ari. That's not her real name.
What's her name?
Her real name is Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Yep. And there's a reason she obviously didn't have her real name on YouTube, because she didn't want anyone to find out her real identity.
Okay.
Is because she's running from a past that she obviously didn't want dug up. But she's from Arkansas originally.
Wow.
And I don't know how she ended up in California, but basically she's scamming people.
Definitely.
Big time. And this has blown up this past week on YouTube with every last
Did she talk about any of it?
So now she's come out with other things like, oh, I'm a scammer, and basically being exposed. Am I a scammer? Addressing the skepticism. So people found her arrest record. She's been arrested. She lost custody of her baby, of her child.
Wow.
Because he ended up with a fractured skull.
No way.
In her care, and she didn't seek medical attention for him in 10 days.
Unreal.
So at first, I defended her because somebody was reading her child custody papers.
Yeah.
A YouTube commentator was reading her child custody papers on what the incident that had happened. And, you read it and it doesn't sound the greatest.
Yeah.
And there's obviously a reason they took custody away from her. But it left out a lot of questions in the situation. And I know how the system works. So, I was quick to defend her. No mother is going to want to smash their baby's skull in.
Right.
That's not the norm,
But
So,
you'd be surprised.
but I know there are sick people out there. So
who has custody of the baby?
the father, her ex, I'm assuming, she has visitation rights with him, but she hasn't seen him in years.
Weird.
So she's chosen to leave and take off out of state and no contact with her child. And I think that's what's bothering a lot of YouTubers.
Sure.
A lot of these commentators, a lot of them don't have children that I know of, and might not understand that sometimes when a mother has their child ripped from them and then is given visitations back of that child, mothers usually won't even show up because they don't know what to say, or they're embarrassed that they haven't seen their kid in a year or 2 years. That might be too hard for them to deal with. So I defended her on the child thing because it's kind of messed up for someone to dig into your background and expose court documents that can be one-sided in the argument, right?
Sure.
And if she was a child abuser, surely she would be behind bars. They would have charged her with the charge.
Exactly.
So I honestly think it could have been an accident, and she didn't know how severely he was injured. And she did bring him into the hospital with a swollen eye. She thought he was having an allergic reaction. So that made me think. My daughter was younger. She had an incident and got a fracture. And thank God I seen it right then and there. But after that initial cry as a baby, she was fine after. I would have never have known had I not known she had the accident, right? So maybe this woman did not witness it. Maybe, you get what I'm saying?
Sure.
And that after the fact, his eye was swollen or something a couple days later. Same thing with my daughter. Her swelling didn't appear until a couple days after the fact.
Right.
Because that's what happens. And there was no blood, no anything like that. So I'm thinking she really did take her son to the hospital, thinking he was having an allergic reaction, and come to find out he had a skull fracture. There's definitely missing pieces in the story.
Sure.
She's very religious and using that as her trope to bring in those subscribers, basically.
Sure.
Here's her arrest records right here.
No way.
Yep, so they're saying she's pretending to be homeless.
Okay.
Now, she pretended enough to now not need to work anymore. She's trying to buy a van. She literally just recorded a new video with her at the Mercedes dealership.
No way.
Yeah, she's trying to buy a Mercedes van to live van life now.
Look, she wrote the video of Scam Life.
Yeah, every single YouTuber here, man.
Unreal.
Yeah, you got, look at bad mom, abusive mother.
Oh my.
I mean, I do feel bad for her. Maybe she really was in a bad situation. Maybe she didn't manage her money.
Yeah.
She worked full time, but living is friggin' expensive, right?
I'm sure
it's
if
not.
you have millions of followers, that she's doing very well.
So she doesn't have a million. So that did bring her in a lot of subscribers. But then once somebody uncovered her real name, and who she was and more about her background, then a lot of subscribers dropped off.
Gotcha.
So she's got 87.9, so 87,000 subscribers right now. But what people are really pissed off about is the Patreon that she is charging $900.
So
Let's see if I
means
can find it.
Each person that
So let me see if I can find it.
subscribed to her paid $900.
Yeah, let's see if we can
out of
find
that
it.
97,000.
So on this other website, yeah, where's her Patreon?
No
Let's see if we can
way.
find it.
How much money that is?
Do you want to know? It's a lot of money
It's almost
per
$100
month.
million.
Per month. Let's see if we can find it.
Is she still homeless?
No, she's up in luxury hotels now. She's staying and she's recording herself in luxury hotels.
Unreal.
Yep, and people are not happy. You scroll through that list right there. Every single YouTuber commentator is talking about this chick this week.
So, on her part.
Right? I was gonna say, I mean, for being in, maybe she was in a hard spot, but she did definitely come up with a great plan.
Yeah.
Also, there's this YouTuber site called Think Media, and they're like one of the biggest on YouTube on teaching you how to be a YouTuber.
Okay.
And how to like use the platform to your benefit.
Sure.
Well, there's a girl who works for Think Media and who's on their video and does their content daily. Ronnie, known as Allinwithari here, she has a connection to this girl, I guess.
Really?
They dug up, yeah. Which has made people wonder, like, how did she hit the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, down to a T? It's unheard of for your first ever video to go viral.
Wow.
Like that. Maybe back in the day when it was new, you could have your first video go viral if it hit the algorithm the right way, but how the algorithm is set up today, it's very unlikely.
Wow.
So the fact that she was able to do that with this video, but she used a good strategy, pulling at people's heartstrings.
Right.
You know, and the whole religious trope as well. That's a whole other group right there.
Yeah.
Right? The homelessness.
You gotta give her credit on that.
She's a beautiful girl.
She is beautiful.
But the Patreon, let's see if I can find her here.
Okay.
All in with Ari. And here she is. Let's see what she's charging. Patreon here. Oh, she put it down. Now it's $521 per month. She's got 21 people signed up that are paying her this per month.
No way.
Per month. It was 900. Wait. Let me get my calculator out here. Your math was.
Yeah.
What's 521? 500.
$10,000 a month.
Times 21 people. That's $10,941 a month, man. That's what she's charging people on a completely different site. So she's posting whatever videos and content to that site that people are subscribed to, basically.
As my channel continues to grow.
More and more of you beautiful souls have been showering me with love and support, and even going as far as sending me donations. I never anticipated this. Please know that I'm content with where I'm at in my life as I embark on this journey. I'm not one to easily accept handouts, but I also trust in my God, and I don't want to miss his beautiful blessings. So for this purpose, I created this account. I love and thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
Wow.
Allinwithari. That's not even her name.
Right.
And then this too. Hi, my name is Ariana. Like, I don't think it's even a middle name, to be honest. I don't know, but hi, my name is Ariana. I currently live in California, in my car and on faith. My life is not typical, so I thought it would be fun to show you guys just how I live while sharing my testimony as we go along. I truly hope to bring more awareness to homelessness through my channel because, like many others in this world, I too almost lost hope when life hit and I had no other options. Through this period of time, through my faith, I've found the upsides to this lifestyle and have decided to fully embrace it and one day upgrade to a van, travel, and help as many homeless people as I possibly can. Let's have fun and restore hope.
Wow.
So
she went all out.
Oh yeah, but she lowered this price probably because of the complaints. Who can afford $521 a month
to watch videos?
So that is just.
Does anybody else charge that?
Not that price. They're not getting a full featured from pro filmmakers films on Patreon. Not even top creators that I know on Patreon. Let's see. Who can we look at? Who's a top creator? Let's see if Mr. Beast is on here or something. Like
Mr. Beast?
Yeah, let's see if he's on Patreon. Let's see. Beast videos. I don't know if this is really his. This could be someone just imitating him too, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's not him.
No, that's no. I've never actually used Patreon, so I do not
I've never even
really
heard
know.
of it.
Patreon?
Hmm?
A lot of other creators do. So what happened was back like I'd probably say about a year ago,
Yeah.
YouTube started changing their algorithm and flagging a lot of creators on the platform and like stopping their videos from uploading. Or
Why?
they would take monetization off videos, especially like true crime genres of videos. Like if you swore, said something bad, like there's certain words you cannot say on YouTube.
Wow.
Either you'll get like flagged on the video and the monetization, which is how you're getting paid from the ads, you won't be able to run ads on the video.
Gotcha.
Because a lot of these brands don't want their ads running on a video that's full of bad words, swear words, saying inappropriate things. Then yet again, on the other hand, a lot of YouTube true crime videos are kind of gory or, so you really have to balance it. While they were trying to figure out the algorithm about a year ago, a lot of creators were having a hard time. Patreon was fairly new to the game. YouTubers started going over there and saying, hey,
but it is part of YouTube.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not.
A completely separate site.
Ah, all right.
It's kind of like almost an OnlyFans too, because OnlyFans, you do the same thing. OnlyFans is, for like porn, basically, in nude pictures and videos.
Sure.
Patreon's more for like YouTube content,
Gotcha.
Or exclusives or like extra content. You'll have YouTubers say, here, watch the main video on YouTube, and if you want exclusive extra content on this topic, come to my Patreon.
Sure.
You can have like up to 3 or 4 different tiers where, tier 1 is usually like $1 or $2.
Right.
Will get you basic extras. $5 a month might get you an extra video from this content creator. Sure. So that's just on that she's making. So she's making over 10 G's just on the Patreon.
Gotcha.
And I cannot even believe
she's getting paid from YouTube.
But then you have YouTube, and she got monetized right away because the subscribers that she got, man, right away. So she's able to run ads in the videos and basically make bank off it.
All right.
She was smart for doing it. I'll tell you that. She knew how to hit the algorithm.
It doesn't look like she has created tons of videos.
Well, she's brand new. She's only a month in. She's done a lot of shorts, YouTube shorts, but they don't pay out as good as the videos, the long form videos.
Right.
Shorts is almost like TikTok.
Sure.
But just like the same thing with TikTok, you're not making much either. So on TikTok, which is why a lot of creators try to move their audience from TikTok over to YouTube.
Their bio to go to YouTube. Right?
Yeah, basically. It's crazy, man. Let's see if I can find her. I forget what her last name is. I know they're talking about her all over here on Reddit and stuff.
Hey there, I'm the Mad Catster. Am I glad to see you here? Well, yesterday I put up a video about YouTube sensation Allinwithari, and I told you how my spidey sense was tingling. Well, I found out from some helpful people on the internet and from Reddit that, in fact, my spidey sense was right, because Ari is not who she says she is, and she has quite the criminal record, and we're going to talk about it right now, so let's get into it. About overnight YouTube sensation Allinwithari and her plight of homelessness, living in her car, and how she was telling us her story about how her parents had gotten divorced when she was young, and she went to live with her grandparents in Arkansas, and that her parents were in and out of jail. Well, it turns out, I don't know if her parents have been in and out of jail, but it looks like Miss Ari has been in and out of jail, and in fact, her name isn't Ari at all. Her real name is Ronnie Spurr. And she is 32, as she claims in the video. And she did live in Conway, Arkansas. I don't know for how much of her life she lived there, but we have the mugshots and arrest records to show you, and especially to the one person who left me a comment last night and said that they were disappointed I didn't do my research.
Real quick, Ronnie Spurr. Let's see. Yeah, here's an old picture of her too. This is where I wanted to get. There she is.
That's her.
Yeah. Sorry, this post has been removed by moderators of Allinwithari /truth.
Wow.
Huh.
So why does this still keep coming up?
So she flagged it. This is a subreddit committed to discovering the truth behind Allinwithari's meteoric rise in popularity, as well as verifying the veracity of her claims of being homeless. I want to be clear, this sub is committed to the truth. That means she very well, in fact, could be homeless. Everything she's presented to us could be true. But just as well, we could also find out if the premise of her channel is fabricated. And this was created August 17, 2022. 14 are doing research. 432 people are asking questions. I've never seen this on the desktop before. Usually he's read it on my phone, you know?
Right.
Huh. Interesting. It's her. I found the page and there are other pictures. She has the same freckles. Oh, and I think she was an actor, too.
What?
Yeah. I think she was, like, trying to be an actress in L.A. I think that's why she ended up moving to L.A.
Okay.
It's crazy, man. When you easily got over 120K in under a month, and you go to the Benzo dealership in Beverly Hills, you better believe Water Felon is going to scrap as much Simps as possible. They're calling her Water Felon because she calls her YouTube audience watermelons.
And hers is water felon.
Yeah, this is what this person said. Because she isn't showing receipts, and if she did, she would Photoshop them in her favor of being a POHO, innocent little old Ronnie Spurr, neglected child. People are pissed, though. She's been really quiet today, except for deleting people's comments exposing her real name.
Wow.
I knew when I first seen her that she must be absolutely batshit crazy. Being an attractive young girl that's stuck in her car. She's got that crazy look.
Right.
Especially when she said, I'm living my truth. What a red flag comment that is.
Wow.
Yeah, watermelons. All in with Ronnie, the water felon. I heard she was an escort.
Wow.
Total scammer, living the best life and lying to people saying she's homeless.
Unbelievable.
What if it's her? She hasn't lied. This guy's probably the toxic relationship she ran from. That guy posted her years ago and is married now. We don't even know if her toxic relationship story was ever true. She has lied a lot. So she's been caught in a lot of lies.
Wow.
You know. And her son is 9 years old now.
Wow.
Who's been in the dad's custody since he was a baby.
Unreal.
Yeah.
She still has not seen him.
I couldn't tell you, but as far as what I've been reading, she has not seen him. Even though she could do supervised visits. It had been approved through the courts that she could do it. But, you know, at least if you're going to come out and claim all this crap that you're homeless, and that very much could have been true, but the fact that she was easily caught in all these lies kind of ruined her trajectory going forward.
Sure.
You know.
Definitely.
She should have just been upfront and honest. Used her real name. Not everyone has a clean past or has made mistakes or whatever, you know. But I think that if you're going to go on a public platform such as YouTube, that, you know, being honest about your intentions from the jump is important.
Right.
Whether she's going to continue growing or not, I don't know. She's honestly, sadly, she's probably gained a lot of subscribers just from all the drama and all the lies that she's been caught in. Because it almost has the opposite effect.
Sure.
Right? Where people are trying to like cancel her because of the lies that she's been caught in, but it does have the opposite
That
effect.
could be the reason why she did that in the first place.
And maybe could have been. That would have been a good strategy.
Yeah.
Very
planned.
smart, right?
Well planned.
Right? Crazy though.
Mm-hmm.
She's making 120K this past month, man.
Imagine.
120K.
Not even people making that a year.
From someone being homeless, man.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
All right, we're done.